call that
the same.
stage 1.
Yeah, call it the stage 1.
I don't have stages yet, but that will be the stage 1.
For, you know, all the stage lovers, stage 1 Blackwing gets you this.
We're coming back to the track with mine, dongs, and defects, which is the blue one. We're coming. Okay. I'm gonna try to get Steve out there for that.
Yeah, man. Steve, come on, man. I'm tired of filming. Come on, Steve. I'm tired of filming.
We gotta get him footage.
I don't know if we've tested a combo like this in particular yet. I don't think.
We just put an intake on it now, right?
Right.
That's
and we did this. We didn't have the ECU unlocked before.
TCM, ECM.
Give me that.
See, why couldn't they make it like that on all the cars?
I know. It's finally here.
It's gonna be expensive to tune these things, and it's not because of the tuning itself. TCM's $400 to get unlocked.
Yeah.
The ECM, I looked at it earlier. I want to say it's $1,500.
So you're like looking at $3 grand for a tune almost by the end of it.
At least.
Yeah.
So, and then your credits, you got 8 credits. So yeah, you're up there. It's not necessarily the tuning that's going to be expensive. It's everything else around it. So I'm just glad that HP Tuners finally got in the Global B. Yeah, it's getting the tune now, obviously.
Right.
Tune and intake.
But it's got the headers, the 2-inch.
Ported export.
Yup. Throttle body. He don't have a lower, does he? No. Okay, so stock lower. Got the polished headers. You guys probably seen them. The new stuff is throttle body and the intake, and the ECU. So, what did this thing make before? Do we remember?
It did some weird shit. I'll pull it up, but
do you remember?
It was like high 6s, but it spiked at the end of the dyno.
I'll see if I can pull it up.
It picked up 30 because I think it was
yeah. If it has if it had a tune to pick up a little bit, because it goes rich a little bit, and these LTs like 12.5, it's about point rich. So even still right here, we're 634 to 615, and that point to it. No headers to headers. That's where we're at. It's a manual car. We're gonna see what it's gonna make. We got this one rolling, and next up on the chopping block, Blackwing wise, is this guy. This is stage 4 heads cam. It's getting everything. It's got our cooling mods, front tank, heat exchanger. It's getting the intake, the whole 9 yards. So we'll see what this makes, and then we'll see what this makes. These are both 93 cars. Torque looks promising. 12.29 if you're wondering on the air fuel where it's at.
Does it have cats? Yeah, it does. Smell it? It does have cats.
Yeah, I smell it. I'll tell you, logging one of these cars is like from 1965.
Really?
Very delayed and just it's just not good. But at least we can tune them.
Yep. It's the first pull. I'm sure my guy here has a lot more work to do.
Just a smidge.
I don't think those cats like 630 horsepower.
I definitely smell them.
It smells funky.
It smells like rotten eggs.
It smells funky.
Of course, HP Tuner's got a new beta, and you know.
Is it more beta than the last beta or less beta?
Seems like less beta.
So what, you're not really seeing what's...
I'm not seeing a lot.
progress.
Pretty good.
There it is.
707's pretty stout.
That's
You
pretty
know,
stout.
for a porta blower and intake and headers.
Yeah.
So 701 to 650, and the
We got to talk about this because we kind of
screwed up.
screwed
caught
up.
this one.
Yeah, thank God for Steve because he really does save us a lot, man.
So the Blackwing originally we dynoed it read really high.
New tuna.
Not new tuna, just new operator.
Yeah, okay.
I wouldn't look at that last little bit, but the
Oh, maybe.
it like, I don't know. Alex said it might be like a torque management thing that it runs off at the end. You know, you're not making an extra 50 horsepower at the last 500 RPMs, but overall carries a lot more.
It's cool seeing that global B adjusting.
You and Bob need some touch up, okay?
Okay.
So I'm back. You guys dynoed it. I was out of town tuning with the cursor and see how much we actually picked up. Like, you can't really see it in the last clip. So here's before with the red, 613. This one's 714, but don't believe that. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know if Bob is operator error or what, but no, I'm just kidding. Well, that's not right. I mean, at the tail end there, it's going 712, but if you see here, 645 to 612 right there. And then like 15 mile an hour, if you go down to 100 mile an hour, 614 to 586. So it picked up everywhere just with a porta blower on up top here. It picked up 46 horsepower up top. So let me get it back in. Well, it's 46 wheel gain. So porta blower, 50 wheel pretty much.
Yeah.
At peak. So, and the torque is not on there because y'all didn't have it in the mode I'm running in usually, so.
Yeah, I was thinking that when we were doing it, and I'm like, I don't know why the torque's not there, but it's just above my pay grade.
We do it on the wheel speed, and it wasn't on the wheel speed, so it was on inductive one with the spark plug, and I don't use that in the dyno jet.
It's good.
For one power modification of a supported supercharger, for $2,000, you can't really beat that.
It came back for headers, nothing else changed, no tune, no nothing. And we dynoed it again, and it made 677. I totally forgot about this. So it made 677, 705. That was with no tune. And then it just came back again for an intake and a throttle body. It had everything else.
And a tune.
And a tune. So to pick up with the intake and throttle body, we picked up that amount. But here through the middle, we're 694 to 633.
It's a big gain.
21 mile an hour.
It's a big gain up there.
Mm-hmm.
It's a big
And
gain.
we picked up torque.
Yep.
And we picked up through the entire pool.
Yeah, you can see it here. And from the words of Defects, literally the one who's driving it, when he got his back after we put the intake on it, what'd he say?
World of difference.
Yeah.
It says it's fast.
Yeah, so I'm telling you, you know, this may not look like much through the picture that you guys are seeing it, but 60, and we're not claiming that it's going to pick up 60, but as you can see, dyno graph,
On a very basic car.
Yeah, exactly.
So,
I mean, it's not like it's fueled
just
up
an upper,
crazy.
export, intake, throttle body, headers, and a tune.
Right.
93, no meth.
Super freaking basic, dude.
You know, it has a lid on it too. Sorry, I forgot. But
Yeah, right. That's what I'm saying. We really don't even push that. You know, like we've done a video, but we really don't even push that. You know, things vary, so it is what it is. But you know, the lid definitely makes a difference. That's for sure. You know,
we'll call
close to
that
the
our
same.
stage one.
Yeah, call it the stage
I don't
one.
have stages yet, but that will be the stage one.
I think that's a good place to start. So for, you know, all the stage lovers, stage one Blackwing gets you this. 706, 724, I always screw
Dude, I got
stuff up.
so much going on, I just forget.
Yeah,
so.
Steve has to literally come in and save us and let us know.
I know.
Hey man, we actually
Steve
did this
does
in
a
the last
lot,
video.
everybody. Steve does a lot for us.
Yes.
And I really appreciate him.
Yeah, for sure. Same here. Same
Hopefully
here.
we can get him to come to maybe World Cup or something. Actually, I don't want him to come there because we always have bad luck when he comes to the racetrack.
Okay.
So.
All right. Well, Steve, stay your ass in Delaware. All right. Well, that should sum it up for that. I guess we'll just come to you first.
Yeah.
My man is suffering right now. He's putting some O2 bungs in this thing.
Trying to get the O2 connectors back in there.
Just take a peek. Yo, I can't barely even get the camera up there.
I'm trying to get my pins to push back in, but you know they don't like to go back in. I'll worry about that in a second. You know, with these Corvettes, you can't leave these things.
There's a lot of different ways to get there, I tell you what.
These are coming off because they like to melt no matter what you do.
Right.
You really gotta do some trick stuff to keep from melting. Yeah. Got our bracket on there.
Yeah, got the bracket here. Shine that light. Just hold it right there. Yeah. So we made a little bracket for the fuel filter. You guys can see it, aluminum. And this just bolts to the factory studs. 2 rib nuts, and then holds the filter on there real nice.
And you got your feed line coming from the top of the tank, and you got your return with the union. Both of these are running down through the fender well. I mean, not the side skirt, up to the front.
This this still needs to be ran.
Yeah, this is gonna be loomed, and then it's gonna get tucked back in there and run back up through the car. I got a hole with a grommet for that. I'll show you that in a second. But yeah, everything's pretty C7 fuel system like.
Yeah, and I think yeah, I'll lower it down. I did a bracket. I don't know if it's still in there. Oh yeah, there it is. Yeah, the controller. Got the controller mounted stainless steel bracket. Nice rib nuts. Real nice.
Pretty tucked away.
Oh yeah.
I did this one, or the last one I did was like handmade. It was cut out. I mean, it wasn't bad, but
Yeah, no, it's just look,
It's the same
I've done
idea.
plenty of handmade stuff in my day. Like, you know, I didn't always have a plasma cutter at my disposal in my career, and it's just something about it, dude. Even if you do a really good job on a hand cut out bracket,
it still don't look like a plasma
robot
cover.
plasma, bro, just does the best job. You know what I mean?
Yep.
I'm gonna give you guys a reference. I'm pretty sure it used to be a 90 here, and then this other side had like a 45, or.
Well, I had this whole bracket flipped the other way. Remember the regular?
but even when it's flipped right, we had the lines ran a little bit differently.
Yeah.
Kyle did it this way with this hard union.
Just for the
Let's get it
return.
that way. Looks pretty clean.
And then there's
I
gonna
like
be
it.
one way around the back, and then it's gonna go straight to the pump, deadheaded.
Right.
It's gonna be the same way. It's just not gonna have that kind of bulky fitting that goes on there that like the return comes off there from the fork kit. It's gonna be deadheaded another way.
Right.
It'll
so-
work the same.
Exactly.
So
And once it's finished, it'll have our front tank, our intake. It's already got our heat exchanger.
Lucas stuff on the track?
I put it up on the shelf next to the other lubes. Yeah, we just try and document it for the customers because a lot of times they won't ever see it again unless they take it.
Yeah,
apart.
exactly. You got to take your fender liners out and stuff to see some of this stuff. So, and just to show you guys what you're paying for. So,
He's gonna be the first one we're doing on a heads cam car, getting the Goliath pump, and then we're doing 70 over injectors.
cool.
I don't even think they make 65s anymore. I think they go straight to 70.
Yeah, I think I heard that. Yeah, it's looking good though. I see you got the front cover on there.
Yeah, I still gotta lash the pump, so that's why I left the rack off so I can turn the motor over. 'Cause once you put the rack on, you can't turn it.
Yeah. But this is coming along, so we should be getting close here in the coming week, next week. I don't know
Yeah,
exactly when, but
I got a goal in mind for when I want it done.
yeah. So, but yeah, hopefully you guys will be seeing this in a video soon. But we have a few. Yeah. So we just did the meth on this. I'm actually making a bracket right now to go from here to here because the automatics have a cruise control sensor, and that's what I built this box around. But the manuals don't have it, so it's a straight bar, so it interferes. So I'm gonna make a bracket that we can send you guys, anybody that has a manual, and you'll be able to, you know, give this some support. Just make it legit. It's fine without it, but it's just nice to do it right. You know, make sure it's just like it would be factory. So that's something we're gonna do. We didn't know. We only had messed with the automatic, but now we know. So, but yeah, the meth
It's all tucked away.
is pretty much done. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna do it like this in the future.
Probably not.
I think that this car is gonna be, or Blackwings in general, are probably gonna end up with, you're gonna have to do a trunk tank and not do your windshield wiper tank, but that's okay.
So I mean, all up here will look the same
Yeah,
as far
exactly.
as lines go. I mean, you
Exactly.
can't really see them unless you look for them.
But there's really just not like a super good, easy way to mount the pump up in there, and
Even running the wires
right.
is this kind of a pain.
So, you know, for people who don't know, if you want to understand something, really for our customers that are doing stuff yourself, or say you're installing a meth kit all by yourself, anytime you feed these alky pumps, your feed line needs to be even with the pump as best you can. You don't want to be going uphill to the pump. So say that your tank's right here, which is the washer tank. If I had this line up here, it would have trouble pumping. So you have to keep them as level as possible, and there's really just not that many spots on here, so we're probably going to be better off going in the trunk, and you probably get more capacity back there anyway.
Yeah, I already ran it and made sure it ain't got no air pockets in it. So
Yeah.
I mean, there's a spot in the trunk that we could fit a meth. I mean, it's
we got
really a
plan.
nice
We
cubby.
got a
So
plan. It's on my list of things to do, but yeah, for now this is fine. It's been on Defex's car like that for the longest and no issues. So, you know, like we said, we just want to be able to send something to you guys that you guys can install with no problem. You don't need any bunch of special tools and stuff, you know. So, but yeah, this is going to be going on the dyno, I think, tomorrow.
Yep.
It's got our intake on it. Engine bay looks good, man. I just got to make my bracket, and that's pretty much it for this thing. Just interviewed Kyle. I think we're gonna slide over here to the dog. He's over here slaving. Love to see it. Good, good. This is a nice unit right here, man. Hey, you guys need to get you some. You got a bunch of oily, nasty shit. Get this.
Yeah, it's pretty nice.
And them bad boys up, and the mains up. My guy just did all the rings. Coming together. I see you set the crank in there. Woo! Looking good. Looking good.
Getting ready. Trying to.
Yeah, so, I mean, can we announce it for sure now? Like, you know, I mean,
Green car's coming.
green car is coming. Now can we say, hey, it's coming at World Cup, or is that...
We're gonna break our own record in competition.
Yes.
So,
Yes,
yes.
that's the plan. That's the plan. I like that idea. We are going to break our own record in competition. No
in
track
front of a
rental.
lot of people.
No track rental. No.
Hopefully.
No perfect ideal conditions. You know, we're gonna go and we'll just have to deal with whatever the track gives us and the event gives us. So.
No change in that motor really. Same as last year. I did change the cam in it. I changed the valve spring in it. Just going through it. It sat for a year or so.
Yeah.
We were going to race it last year again when we had that video, and I put it together and never ran it, so I just took it back apart now because it sat for 8-9 months and got, you know, dirt in it and all that crap. So I just wanted to take it apart and go through it and put it back together and change the cam.
Yeah.
So making, I'm doing a couple things, but I'm not saying what yet. But you know, still a stock blower.
Still a 10-speed.
Still a 10-speed. We're gonna try a different converter. I've had it for a year.
Yeah. Still rocking the factory rear end. That's another thing to keep in mind. This doesn't have no $10,000 rear end in it. Like this is the factory rear end.
It's really a stock car still.
Yeah.
But I don't know how fast we're gonna go, but we're gonna try to break our own record. It went 826 at 160 something, 161. It's been 163.
Yeah.
But when that passed, it went 161. I don't know. Hopefully we got a little bit of weight out of it.
We got some really cool stuff in store. Of course, we can't give you all the details, but if everything goes smoothly, man,
Probably not.
we'll have a freaking monster on our hands for sure.
Yeah.
So we'll see.
I ran alright last year, but
Definitely room for improvement.
yeah.
Always.
Yep. We figured some stuff out in the transmission since then. Actually, Fuzz has.
Yeah.
He just got done putting that together. A little bit of upgraded stuff that we do in-house. Everything we do in the transmissions in-house. We have steels made for us.
Yeah.
Sick right there.
Dude,
That thing's
God,
sick.
Yeah, that's like the Hulk right there, buddy.
We do have someone that makes steels for us, but besides that, we do everything else in-house. So.
Right. Yeah, we don't have a laser to cut out steels. Sorry, y'all. You want to front us $500,000? Then sure.
That's just a starting point.
Right.
We're coming back to the track with mine, dongs, and defects, which is the blue one. We're coming.
Okay.
I'm gonna try to get Steve out there for that.
Yeah, man. Steve, come on, man. I'm tired of filming. Come on, Steve. I'm tired of filming.
We gotta get him footage. So tomorrow I want to film mine and Kong's, just say what we're doing different and stuff. So.
Yeah. He's in the middle of.
Actually, his on the lift over there is getting worked on.
Yeah, it is getting worked on. Pretty big changes to that, so we'll see what happens with all that. But we're not planning on going slower, so I'm sure you guys can expect that it's getting some stuff to make it go a little bit quicker.
Mm-hmm.
Not automatic.
Not automatic. He should definitely faceplate it. I might just faceplate it for him and send him a bill. I haven't decided.
Yeah, he's
actually, I took the motor apart. He didn't even know.
He's got the money. He's got the money. Come on, dong. Come on, dong. I know you got the money.